social media evolves faster than any other industry or business that I've ever known. Like it evolves so quickly. And so you have to really study it and be on top of the trends and what's working and how which videos the algorithm's pushing out. And I'm so thankful that we diversified early on. I'm so thankful that we
Mm,
started to hire editors to help on the YouTube side. That we started doing that around the end of 2020 and just like taking the money that we made from social media and just like putting it back in the business because it's really stressful. It's like working multiple full-time jobs at once. Like if you think about a traditional production company, you know, you have
absolutely.
the writer, the editor, the videographer, the on-camera talent. You have like all these different full-time jobs, but when you're a creator on social media, you're filling like all eight of those
Yep.
jobs. And so it's a lot. So I think like I'm very thankful that we luckily thought ahead enough to be like, let's hire an editor
Mm.
so that we can like, you know, get ahead. And even still though, it's like I'm still trying to figure out how to hire people on to help because it's a lot to do by yourself. It's a
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a lot.
You are the perfect segue, or you keep you. It's like you had seen my notes beforehand, and you like everything you say is like, oh, that's the perfect segue into this. So wearing the multiple hats that you just mentioned, it's couldn't be more true. And not only is like one role of a creator. Like if you're just hypothetically somebody on TikTok wearing multiple hats as the creator, the writer, the editor, the poster, the marketer, all these different things. But now you guys have so many different businesses, if you want to call it that, within then your career as well. You have the YouTube, which is very different than what would TikTok be, and then which is very different than what your podcast is, and then now your music. Like they're all different things. But going back to music, I'd love to hear a bit about your creative process. First of all, how you even have the time with the podcast,
Yeah.
the TikTok,
Great,
the
great question.
but then I'd love to hear a bit about the creative process and what that looks like for you.
Before I say anything else, I wanted to say I hope none of this sounds like I'm complaining at all because like
Oh no, it's the
so
reality though.
I am so
Yeah,
thank
absolutely.
I'm so tremendously grateful that I get to do this for my job. Like it's a dream come true. And I know like I got lucky. Like, look, I say all this stuff about hard work. Like you can't make it as a creator without working your butt off. But at the same time, it does take luck. And I have to acknowledge like I did get lucky. And I feel like any person in my position or any like, I don't know, there's luck with that too. So I just feel super, super thankful. But sorry, back to your question
No,
about
absolutely. And to your point though, it does not come off as like complaining it, but it's the reality of the work. And people sometimes glaze over that thinking it's just like, oh, I'm just living my normal life. And it is, but it's also your normal life with a lot of extra work.
yeah, and I've
But
learned
yeah, back to
I've learned to be better about setting boundaries though, because like my
mm,
my instinct is just to work all the time and I just get really excited and
mm-hmm.
passionate about things. And so it's like, okay, I need to not work, 90 hours a week because like I have a wife and kids. And so like it's just I've learned recently a really important thing for me is just balance. So I've gotten a lot better
Mm-hmm.
about balancing work with time with my wife and kids and friends and family. And so I'm just in a much better space now than I've been for the past couple of years because in the beginning, man, it's all survival. Like you don't know. You feel like, man, TikTok might get deleted.
Absolutely.
I have to really grind right now to grow this YouTube channel because if TikTok gets deleted, that's my income. It's gone. But yes, sorry,
It's
shut
again
up.
very much like you took my notes because one of my questions is work life balance with family versus work. So thank you very much.